So apparently there is a Netflix Elder Scrolls series in production. I actually have an article here. I thought I would just go over it and get my thoughts on it, as with the other ones. And the title is Netflix is rumored to be developing the Elder Scrolls into a TV series. Netflix is reportedly looking to capitalize on the success of shows like The Witcher. The Elder Scrolls might be the next big gaming franchise to be adapted into a TV series. According to industry's insider Daniel Richmond, Netflix is looking to adapt the fan favorite franchise in a bid to capitalize on the success of shows like The Witcher and Castlevania. I don't know if fan favorite would be the exact word to describe it, but hey, their words, not mine. Though only a rumor at present, it is a plausible tease, not least because we already know that another Bethesda franchise, this time Fallout 4, is already being adapted by Westworld showrunners Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan for Amazon. As Bethesda, Microsoft, and Netflix have yet to respond to the rumors, however, all we can do is take the news with skeptical dollop of salt. In related news, Elder Scrolls 6 could not be an Xbox Series exclusive. Phil Spencer all but confirmed recently. Blah blah blah. Spencer was asked about Microsoft's recent acquisition of ZeniMax, the parent company of Bethesda, and id Software, the publisher of Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout, Doom, and many more high-profile franchises. Naturally, we all wondered if that meant the games of highly anticipated Fallout. Okay, that's all it says for now. So, main point is and I will put in a link to this article from Game Radar, but apparently the news came from Game Rant originally. And my thought is pretty simple, actually. I'm kind of skeptical about it because I do not trust Netflix. I do not trust them. I do not like them, although that's kind of irrelevant, but yeah, I do not like Netflix. They take off the good shit and replace it with bad shit usually. But they also do some good stuff. Despite the fact I never saw the Witcher Netflix series because I was pissed at them for blackwashing Triss. I did hear it did fairly well, and Henry Cavill did a decent job from what I understand. Which, good. I'm glad he did. I wish him nothing but the best. But that series, I was kind of hoping would crash and burn with how much they had pissed me off. With all the race swapping crap they were doing. But they did do a good job with Castlevania, and given both of how well both of those did for themselves, or at least Castlevania did well its last 3 seasons so far. Don't know if they're going to be a fourth one though, but they might just get the idea to do it. But if someone does adapt Elder Scrolls, I wouldn't want Netflix to do it, mainly because the people they have working for them seem like troglodytes. They sound idiotic sometimes. They also sound lazy. And again, this is something that I have a problem with most of the entertainment industry. They seem to be interested in injecting politics, gender politics, and racial politics into their stuff. And I don't like that. I do not like that. I want to forget about that crap for 10 seconds and just enjoy life. Just because these people are miserable and probably going to die alone doesn't mean I have to be. I am excited, though, just to see what comes about of it. This is kind of like my stance is still similar to my stance with the Book of Boba Fett. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. If I hear good things about it, like if I hear, because there are a lot of YouTubers I watch who talk about this sort of stuff, and I might just watch it myself to give it a try. I don't really know for certain. If it turns out to be true, good. I kind of like the Elder Scrolls. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've only played Skyrim and the online one. I have Oblivion, but I never got around to playing it. It just didn't seem interesting to me. Well, then I forgot about it. But Skyrim was a pretty fun game. A bit glitchy and kind of asinine, but it was fun. Especially the DLCs. The DLCs were fun as could be. Especially Dawnguard and I want to say Hearthstone. For some reason, I enjoyed building those houses. But I am kind of okay with them adapting the stuff to a TV screen because Despite the fact that video games have a bad run on the big screen, I would like to see them succeed. I mean, the same thing happened with anime. They would adapt anime to a live action and it would crash and burn. At least till Alita Battle Angel came out. That one did okay, thankfully. And I would like to see video games. Well, actually, no, video games I think also broke the mold with Sonic the Hedgehog, thankfully. And as a cherry on top, it pissed off a lot of people who wanted it to crash and burn. But Elder Scrolls isn't really the one I would be putting my hopes on if I was Bethesda. If anything, I would be putting all the money on Fallout. As much as I like Skyrim, I love Fallout way more. I love New Vegas. Actually, that's the one I think they should be adapting. They should be trying to make it as much as like New Vegas as physically possible. Just wild, zany, crazy, and just entertaining. Oh, and to have all these good cultural references like that gun from Blade Runner, a Winchester rifle, wholesome stuff. And good kills, and good dialogue. That's something that I think Skyrim lacked. Was whenever I read the dialogue I was going to use, it sucked. The game was fun, but the story sucked dick, and not in the fun way. Not that I would know. But yeah, despite my disdain, not loathing, no, outright contempt for Netflix, I will say this though. They have shown they can make good material, so if you do hate Netflix like I do, I would say we give it a chance, maybe give it a chance if it turns out to be true. That's a giant if, though. I'm hoping it's not true because, again, I don't trust Netflix. Also, how are they going to adapt Elder Scrolls? Are they going to adapt it from the very first game? Because I never played that, and I have no idea how things went down before Skyrim. So I have no idea about the world. My only question is it going to be like an adaptation of one of the games, or are they just going to make something new up for one of the provinces in the Empire or Dominion? What's it going to focus on? Are they going to actually be faithful to it, or are they just going to make it up as they go along? And given some of the political crap in the games, I can see them kind of trying to inject gender and racial politics into it, like identity politics, because Elder Scrolls, I remember Skyrim was rife with racism against elves via the Nords. There was religious dogma. There was political strife. You have all of that. And then you give it to someone like Netflix who hires people who can't resist the urge to lecture people. I wouldn't trust them with that. Then again, I trust them about as well as, well, Movie Bob with a hamburger. No, I'm sorry, a open buffet. So that could probably be a problem in the future if this does transpire. However, if they can rein in the crazy, then they might do well. They did okay with The Witcher, and honestly, I wouldn't even. This isn't really something I would be going with. I would be trying to get some older property, especially one that's kind of probably won't cost as much. Kind of like the Robert E. Howard stuff. I mean, I think in 10 years his stuff is in open domain, and they probably wouldn't have to pay his estate anything. So yeah, they could have done some like Conan the Barbarian or Solomon Kane, but no, they went with this because it's an IP that has a fan base that they know of. Well, then some of them might actually know some, but that's me hoping for too much. If anything, I'm mostly just interested to see what direction they might go, if possible, and if they have a good budget for it. That would be the main thing, like how good is their budget for it, because if not, the special effects will not be that special. They'll be the bad kind of special. Same with the writing, the talent they can hire for acting, and just all around not good. But it could be good. It could be. It's kind of like dealing with the joke. Netflix is kind of like dealing with the Joker or Jim Sterling. You might get crazy, or you might get sanity. You never know. It can go either way. It's like the flip of a coin. If I had to go back to the Joker comparison, he might kill you, or he might give you $1 million. But he'll probably kill you, but you just don't know. But that's enough of me plagiarizing Denny O'Neil. My point is, we don't exactly know what'll happen. I'm hoping for the best. I really do want the best, despite my hatred for this company. I would like there to be some good coming out of it. Also, I would like to see a video game adaptation do well. Unlike Doom, Well, it's Tak and the Power of Juju, the Monster Hunter game. Although I've yet to hear how well or bad that one did. My point is, I would basically just like it to see. I would like it to go the route of Sonic and do really well. The only difference is, I think Sonic has a longer running fan base. Elder Scrolls, I have no idea how long it's been around. I have no idea how long or old its fan base is, or if they still are still around. Because Bethesda had a habit of burning some bridges. Granted, those bridges had more to do with Fallout, but you never know. Again, it could have gone the other way. They could still be around because, as shit as Skyrim could be, it had a dedicated fan base that was willing to make mods for it. Then Bethesda tried to make some money off those mods. Well, some of them. They made money off the shitty ones, though. They couldn't have added stuff like the Elric mods or the Witcher mods or the good ones or the immersion mods. Like all the ones I was able to get my hands on sucked. They didn't do anything. And that was for the console. But I'm dragging off topic. And that's all I can really say is wait and see. And that's my only real thought on it. Unless, like me, you're a cynical asshole and you want to see this company crash and burn, then yeah, don't watch it. Actively try to get people not to watch it. If it happens. Again, these are rumors, ladies and gentlemen. We have no idea. Ladies, gentlemen, attack helicopters. Or those of you who identify as such. We don't know. I felt like Dennis Leary in that song, I'm an Asshole, saying, maybe it's in the cockles, maybe it's in the subcockles. We really don't know. And that's all I can really say at this point because I'm just dragging it on and rambling like a madman. And now I want to get a drink. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments. Are you a fan of the Elder Scrolls series? If so, start a discussion with me, to be perfectly honest. I would love to talk to someone who's a fan of something so they can probably explain to me what the appeal is because I only played 1 or 2 games. And the first Skyrim was okay. It didn't bore me as much, although it did leave me with melancholy whenever I finished the guild stories. But yeah, if you're a fan, let me know. If you're not, why do you not like it? Just let me know in the comments. I would love to just have some dialogue with some people on here that are on Twitter, but, well, Twitter's kind of a shit show now. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and have a nice day. And again, these were only rumors. Also, be sure to remember that the game was rigged from the start.